Hi guys, welcome to my next tutorial. At the request of one of you, I just recorded video tutorial how to crochet this beautiful doily with the roses and leaves. She sent me the written pattern, so I've got instruction how to make. In sometimes I just change a little bit, but the main work looks very similar. So for this tutorial I used crochet hook 1.75 millimeters and the crochet treat yarn number 10. So in a minute I will show you the pictures with the written pattern, and also in the comments under my tutorial you can see the link for the written pattern too. Our work, we need to start by making slip knot and then chain of 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. Now into the first chain we need to make slip stitch to make ring. Now chain of 3, 1, 2, 3. This will be the first double crochet, and into the ring we need to work 23 double crochets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and we need to continue until we will have 23 double crochets plus chain 3. At the end of our round we need to work slip stitch into the top of chain 3, 1, 2 and 3. So just here we will work slip stitch, and now we will start making next round, round number 2, chain 1 as a first single crochet, then chain of 5, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 as a chain 5 space. Now we have to skip the next 2 stitches, and into the third we will work single crochet. Chain of 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, skip the next 2 stitches, into the third single crochet, and again chain of 5, skip the next 2 stitches, into the third single crochet. So now we have to repeat this pattern all the way around. At the end of our round, instead of making the last chain of 5, we need to work chain of 2 and then double crochet into the chain 1 from the previous round. So actually the chain of 1 is a first single crochet from this round. So what happened? Now we are in the center of our chain 5 space, and we will start round number 3. Chain of 4, and this is the first treble crochet, and now we need to work 2 treble crochets together. So we need to yarn over 2 times, we need to put crochet hook into the same chain space, and we will work through first 2 loops and then through next 2 loops. The last loop we need to leave on the hook, and then one more time into the same chain 5 space, through first 2 loops, through the next 2 loops, and now when we've got 3 loops on the hook we have to finish the stitch. Now chain of 1, and then we are going into the next chain 5 space, and now we need to work 3 treble crochets together. So we are going 1, and 2, we need to skip the last loop. Second time, 1 and 2, we need to skip the last loop, and one more time, 1 and 2, we need to skip the last loop. Now we've got 4 loops, and now we can finish the stitch. Now chain of 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and into the same chain 5 space we have to make the same. So 3 treble crochets together, 1 and 2, we need to leave the last loop on the hook, 1 and 2, we need to leave the last loop, and one more time, 1 and 2, and when we've got 4 loops we have to finish the stitch. Now chain 1, we are going to the next chain 5 space, and we have to work exactly the same as we've done here. So 3 treble crochets together, 1, 2, and 3. We've got 4 loops, we can finish the stitch, and then chain of 5, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5, and again another 3 treble crochets together into the same stitch. So basically now we need to repeat this pattern all the way around. So at the end of our round, into the last chain 5 space, we have to add another 3 treble crochets together. At the end of our round, when we've done the last chain of 5, we have to make slip stitch into the top of 2 double crochets together. So not into the top of chain 4, just onto the top stitch of 2 treble crochets together. Now round number 4, we will start by making single crochet into the chain 1 space, and now we are going into the chain of 5, and we have to work 5 double crochets. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, then chain of 1 and another 5 double crochets into the same chain space. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Now into the next chain 1 space we will work single crochet, and then we have to repeat exactly the same what we've done into the last chain 5 space. So 5 double crochets, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5, chain of 1 and 5 more double crochets into the same chain space. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Single crochet into the chain 1 space. Now we need to repeat this pattern all the way around. So in each chain 5 space we have to work 5 double crochets, chain 1 and 5 double crochets, then single crochet into the chain 1 space. At the end of our round, when we've done the last 5 double crochets, we have to work slip stitch into the single crochet, so into the first stitch of previous round. Now in each stitch we need to work slip stitch until we will have chain 1 space. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then into the chain 1 space. chain 1 as a first single crochet, and now we need to work chain of 14. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Then we are going to the next chain 1 space and we need to make single crochet. Chain of 14 again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Single crochet into the next chain 1 space. And now we need to repeat this pattern all the way around. So chain of 14 and single crochet in each chain 1 space. At the end of our round we need to work slip stitch into the first chain, as we start our round. And now chain of 1 as a first single crochet, then chain of 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Now we have to skip the first 2 chains and single crochet into the third. Chain of 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Skip the next 2 chains, 1 and 2, single crochet into the third. Chain of 4, 1, 2, 3 and 4. Skip the next 2 chains, single crochet into the third. Chain of 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Skip the next 2 chains, single crochet into the third. Chain of 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Skip the next 2 chains and single crochet into the single crochet from the previous round. So we should have 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 chain 4 spaces. Now we have to repeat from here exactly the same what we've done on the first chain 14 spaces. So skip the next 2 chains into the third, make single crochet all the way around. At the end of our round, instead of making the last chain of 4, we need to make chain of 2 and half double crochet into the chain of 1. So into the chain as we start our round. So now we should be in the center of next chain space. So all the way around we should have 40 chain 4 spaces. Now chain of 1 as a first single crochet, then chain of 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, single crochet into the chain 4 space. So now it's a little bit easier because we don't need to count the chain stitches. Chain of 5, 3, 4, 5, single crochet into the next chain 4 space. Chain of 5, single crochet into the next chain 5 space, chain 4 space. And now we need to repeat this pattern all the way around. At the end of our round we need to work chain of 2 and then double crochet into the top of half double crochet from the previous round. So now again we are into the center of our chain space. Now round number 8. Round number 8 we have to make exactly the same as round number 7. So chain of 5, single crochet into the next chain 5 space. Chain of 5, single crochet into the next chain 5 space all the way around. So again at the end of our round we need to work chain of 2 and then double crochet into the top of double crochet from the previous round. And now round number 9, we have to work exactly the same, so chain of 5 and then single crochet into the chain 5 space. 3, 4, 5, single crochet into the chain 5 space. This time at the end of our round we need to finish by making the last chain of 5. So as I said, at the end of our round we need to work slip stitch into the double crochet from the previous round and then into the next 3 chains. So maybe I will show you exactly how it looks like. So slip stitch into the double crochet and then into the next 3, into the next chains. 1, 2, into the next 2 chains. Now chain of 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 plus another chain as a first single crochet. Into the second chain from the hook we need to work single crochet and then in each stitch in each chain. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10. Now chain of 1 we need to turn our work, and now in each stitch we will work 1 half double crochet. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10. Chain of 1 we need to turn the work again, and now in each stitch again we need to work 1 half double crochet. So at the end of this row we should have another 10 half double crochets, and then we need to repeat this pattern, so making 1 half double crochet in each stitch until we will have 6 rows in total. So this is our third row, then we need to make 3 more rows of 10 half double crochets. Now I've got the 6 rows of 10 stitches, so first one with 10 single crochets, then next 5 with 10 half double crochets. Now we have to work chain 1, then we need to turn our work and we have to make slip stitch in each stitch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10. Okay, so now we have to make sure that our doily is on the right side, and then we need to work chain of 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Then we need to skip the next chain 5 space, and into the second we have to find third chain, 1, 2 and 3. Into that third chain we have to work slip stitch, then chain of 1, and we need to, into that chain of 10, we need to start exactly the same as we've done here. So first row of 10 single crochets. Now it will be a little bit hard to find the first chain. Okay, so I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10. Now chain of 1, we have to turn our work, and we have to start working exactly the same as we done here. So 5 rows of 10 half double crochets. I've done my third rectangle to show you how you need to work all pieces together. So after, when we've done the other 6 rows of 10 stitches, 10 single crochets and half double crochets, then we have to work another chain of 10, and we need to make slip stitch into the third chain of second chain 5 space. So basically each time we need to skip chain 5 space after the chain where we was working slip stitch, and we need to make another slip stitch into the second chain 5 space. So now after the last 6 rows I will do chain of 10, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and then I need to skip first chain of 5. I need to have a look into the next one and find the third chain, then slip stitch into the third chain, chain 1, we need to turn the work and start working 1 single crochet in each chain. So exactly the same as we done first one. I always got a problem with the first single crochet, but then it's a little bit easier. So by working this way we need to work the same all the way around. At the end of our last square we need to work slip stitch. Instead of making the last chain, the next chain of 10, we need to work slip stitch into the first stitch of the first square. So basically all the way around we have to make 20 squares. Now we will start next round. So after the slip stitch into the first stitch we need to work slip stitch into each row of the first square from the previous round. And we need to be in the last row. Now we will start working chain of 14. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Then we are going to the next top of our square. So into that top we need to work single crochet. Also, actually basically we need to work chain of 15 because first chain will be counted as a first single crochet, and then into the next square single crochet and chain of 14 again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Then we are going to the next top of the next square single crochet and another chain of 14. So basically by working this way we have to work all the way around. Chain of 14, single crochet into the top corner of the square, and then chain of 14, single crochet into the next top corner of the square, all the way around. I've done my last chain of 14, so now at the end we need to work slip stitch into the first stitch as we've done at the beginning of our round. So slip stitch, and now into each chain we will work one single crochet. I know it will be hard, especially in a first chain, but I try to work 14 single crochets into the chain and it not looks good. So we have to work one single crochet in each chain stitch. So basically we should have 14 single crochets in each chain, 14 space. So now I will be continue to the end of my chain space, and then at the end we will work one single crochet. Oh no, we don't need to. We are going straight to the next chain 14 space, and we need to work one single crochet in each chain as well. So basically we need to repeat this pattern all the way around. So we are working only in chain space, in chain stitches, in each chain one single crochet. We need to skip single crochet from the previous round on each square. So we will have 14 single crochets per chain stitch, per chain space. Okay, so as you can see I am at the end of the main part of the doily, and now before we will start next round we need to make our flowers and leaves. Now I will show you how to make the flower. So I've done my first one so far. I try to make with the different color and the different type of yarn, but I decided that is a little bit too big, so I will make everything in one color and one type of the yarn. Okay, so now we need to start. Our flower, we have to start by making slip knot, and then chain of 5. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Now into the first chain we need to make slip stitch to form ring, then chain 1 and 10 single crochets into the ring. So chain 1 is not count as any stitch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10. Then we have to make slip stitch into the first single crochet, so we need to skip the chain 1. Into the first single crochet we will work slip stitch, and then chain 1 as a first single crochet, then chain of 3 as a chain free space. So now we have to skip the first stitch. Into the second we need to make single crochet, then chain of 3, and again we need to skip first stitch into the second single crochet, chain of 3, skip the next stitch into the second single crochet, chain of 3, skip the next stitch, so skip the next stitch into the second single crochet, now chain of 3 again, 1, 2, 3, so we should have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 chain 1 spaces. So now we have to skip the next stitch. The slip stitch is not count as any stitch, and now single crochet into the chain 1. So now we will start next round. Because we start by making single crochet, now we are going into the first chain free space and we need to make half double crochet, then 4 double crochets, everything into the same chain free space. So 1, 2, 3 and 4, then 1 half double crochet. So first single crochet we've done into the single crochet, so into the chain 1, but is count as a single crochet from the previous round, and now into the single crochet from the previous round we will work single crochet again, and we are going to the next chain free space and we have to work the same half double crochet, then chain of 4, 1, then 4 double crochets, 1, 2, 3 and 4 and half double crochet. Now single crochet into the single crochet from the previous round, and we need to repeat our pattern in each chain free space. So at the end you should have 5 petals. At the end of our round we need to work slip stitch into the single crochet, into the first single crochet, and now we will start working onto the back. So first what we need to do, we are going back and we need to put our crochet hook between the last half double crochet and the first single crochet from the back, and then we need to put our crochet hook into the loop between first single crochet and second half double crochet. Now we need to pull the yarn. It's not that easy. And we need to make single crochet. My loop is too big, so one more time. It's only cut here, but later on will be easier. Okay, single crochet, then chain of 5, 1 2 3 4 5, and now we need to find another single crochet, and we have to work the same. So between half double crochet and single crochet we need to put our crochet hook, and then into the next loop between single crochet and next half double crochet, single crochet, chain of 5, 3 4 5, and we need to repeat it all the way around. So again we have to find another single crochet, and we need to work the same. Chain of 5, 1 2 3 4 5, another single crochet, then we are making single crochet, chain of 5, and I think one more time we have to find the single crochet, chain of 5, 1 2 3 4 5, and now slip stitch into the first single crochet. Now we will start working next row with the petals, so everything what we will make go into the chain 5. We need to start by making single crochet, then half double crochet, and then 6 double crochets. 1 2 3 4 5 and 6, then half double crochet and single crochet. So first petal we've got done, and now we are going into the next chain 5 space, and we have to work the same: single crochet, half double crochet, 6 double crochets, 1 2 3 4 5 6, then half double crochet and single crochet. Now we need to repeat it 3 more times. And again at the end of our round we will work slip stitch into the first single crochet, and now we have to go back and we need to put crochet hook between the last half double crochet and the last single crochet, and then we are going to the next loop between first single crochet and first half double crochet. So now we've got 2 single crochets on our hook. We need to pull the yarn, we are working the single crochet and then chain of 7, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7, and the same on the next. So as you can see, we need to find the next 2 single crochets. We have to put crochet hook just between half double crochet and single crochet, and then between next single crochet and half double crochet. Single crochet, chain of 7, 3 4 5 6 7, and we need to repeat it 3 more times. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. And now at the end we have to make slip stitch into the first stitch. Now we will start working the last one round into the chain 7 space, single crochet, half double crochet, 3 double crochets, 1 2 and 3, then 2 treble crochets, 1 and 2, another 3 double crochets, 1 2 and 3, half double crochet, and then single crochet. And now we have to repeat this pattern 4 more times. So now I am at the end. I've done my 5 petals, so we need to work slip stitch into the first stitch, and now we can fast enough cut the yarn. So we've done 1 flower and we need to make 6 of them, so make another 5 and then I will show you how to make the leaf. Now we will start working on the leaf. So I've done my first one. The written pattern is quite a little bit cut at the beginning, so I start by working a little bit in my way, but it looks quite similar. So we have to start by making slip knot, and then chain of 12. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12. Now into the second chain from the hook, so 1 and 2, we have to make first single crochet and then 1 single crochet in each chain stitch across. So 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 and 11. Now we are actually at the last chain stitch, so then we, after the single crochet into that chain, we need to work chain of 2 and 1 more single crochet into the same stitch. And now we will start working on the opposite side, so we have to skip the first stitch where we've done single crochet, chain 2 and single crochet, and now we are going into the second and we will start working single crochet in each chain stitch on this side. 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 and the last one 11. Now we have to work chain 1. We need to turn our work, actually without chain 1 we have to turn the work. Into the first 2 stitches we will work slip stitch, so just into the first one and into the second. Then in each stitch we need to work single crochet, 1 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9, and now we should have chain 2 space. Into that chain 2 space we have to make single crochet and then chain of 2 and 1 more single crochet. Now single crochet in each stitch to the end of our row. 2, 3, 4, actually not to the end, we need to skip the last 2 stitches. 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. And now we need to work chain 1, turn the work, and now we have to work 1 single crochet in each stitch. Into the chain 2 space we will work again single crochet, chain 2 and single crochet, and then 1 single crochet in each stitch, apart from the last 2 where we've done slip stitch at the beginning of previous row. So until this single crochet we need to work single crochet. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, into the chain 2 space, single crochet, chain of 2, and then single crochet into the same chain, and 1 single crochet in each stitch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. So at the moment our work look like that. Now we need to turn the work. We have to make slip stitch into the first 2 stitches again. So 1 and 2, and then we have to start working single crochet in each stitch, so exactly the same as on the previous rows. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8, into the chain 2 space, 1 single crochet, then chain of 2 and 1 more single crochet. Now single crochet in each stitch until we will have the last 2 loops. 1, 2, 3, last 2 stitches, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and 9. So again we have to skip the last 2 stitches, chain 1, then we need to turn our work, and in this row we need to work 1 single crochet in each stitch, and into the chain of 2, just here, we have to work again single crochet, chain of 2, and then single crochet. So now we have to repeat by working on this pattern until we will have, I'm not sure how to explain, but basically when we will finish this row, we will have 2 times where we working with skipping first 2 stitches. So it's actually 1 and 2. So when we will finish this row, we will skip the next 2 stitches, and then it will be 3rd time. So we have to repeat by making this pattern until we will have 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 times skip the first 2 stitches. So basically we should have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, one more time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 rows plus the row where we start working the chain. So we can actually say 12 rows. 12 rows in each side, here and here. At the end of our round we need to make slip stitch into the first stitch of our round, and now we will start working next round. So if we finish our row here, so if you've done the last slip stitch here, so now we need to count 1, 2, 3 and 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, and now into the center of our chain space we need to attach the flower. So I will do it at the moment by stitch marker, and we need to attach the flower by 1 petal. Then we can make it by using yarn needle. And now we have to skip the next 2 petals, and from here, from the 3rd one, from the center of the 3rd one, so we attach by 1, then we have to skip the next 2. From the center of 3rd one we need to put our crochet hook, and we will start. So we need to join our yarn, and now we are making chain of 18. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 and 18. Now we need to go back, and into the center of the next chain space we will work single crochet, and then chain of 18 again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 and 18. Then we are going to the center of the next chain space, and we have to make single crochet, chain of 18 again. So basically we need to repeat making chain of 18 for the next 6 times. So this is the first one, think that this chain is, the pattern is saying that we need to work chain of 18 and we need to connect by this petal, but I think that not will be working, so I will attach by this petal. It will be better, yeah. So do not skip 2 petals, only 1 if you yeah, only 1. Yeah, now looks better. So 6 more times, and at the end of the 8th chain space we will be adding another flower. Okay, basically what I've done the first half of the doily. The second half here will be looks exactly the same, so I attach, after the last chain of 18 I attach the flower in the same center of the chain space from the previous round, and then I attach leaf to the next one chain space and to the flower. So the next half of the doily will be looks the same. Into the next chain space we have to attach another leaf, and then into the next another flower, the same on the opposite side. Next, into the next one we need to attach another leaf and the flower then, and from here to here we have to work chain spaces as we have done on the top. So I've done the last chain of 18, and now I will do the slip stitch into the center of my petal. It doesn't matter really which stitch that will be, and so slip stitch, chain of 1. Now we have to turn the work, and into the first chain of 18 we will work 22 single crochets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21 and 22. Into the second chain space we need to make 11 single crochets, so we are going straight to the next one. We need to make sure that our last single crochet is just next to the next chain space. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 and 11. And now we have to work chain of 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 and 11, and we need to make a slip stitch into the 11th single crochet. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 and 11 from the first chain space. Slip stitch, chain 1, and again we have to turn our work, and into that chain space we will work 14 single crochets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 and 14. So now we need to go back to the first chain space, so basically second, and we need to add another 11 single crochets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 and 11. We are going to the next one, chain space, and we will work 11 single crochets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 and 11. Then chain of 10, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and we are going back to our chain space, and we need to work another 11 single crochets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 and 11. At the end, into that chain space we will work single crochets as well. So now I am start thinking what else we need to do, but at the moment we have to leave it. For the next two chain spaces we have to work exactly the same as here, so 11 single crochets, chain 10 and 11 single crochets for the next two or three. 1, 2, for the next 3, yeah, 1, 2 and 3. So 4 chain spaces we have to make the same like that. I've got my last 2 chain spaces, so now into the first one we have to make 22 single crochets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21 and 22. Then into the next we will work first 11, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 and 11. Then chain of 11, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. We need to turn our work. Then we have to make slip stitch into the 11th single crochet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10 and 11. Chain 1 and 4. Again we have to turn the work, and 14 single crochets into the chain 11 space. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 and 14. Then we have to go back to our chain space and we need to make another 11 single crochets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 and 11. Slip stitch into the same stitch and then chain 1. We have to turn the work. Now we will start working one more row. Actually, written pattern is not saying nothing about the extra row, but I will try. So in each stitch from here, then over there onto the next one, and in each to the first chain 10 space we have to make single crochet. So in each single crochet, 1 single crochet. And then I will show you what we will do next. So as I said, here, then from here we are going straight over there and here to the next chain 10 space. Now I've got my first chain 10 space, so I've done single crochets in 1 single crochet in each stitch to the first chain 10 space. So into that chain we have to work 13 single crochets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 and 13. After that we are going back to the next chain space and we have to start working single crochet in each stitch again to the next chain 10 space. Then into the next chain 10 space we have to work the same, so 13 single crochets. So basically we need to repeat making 1 single crochet in each stitch and 13 single crochets in each chain 10 space to the end of our round, so to the next flower. Okay, so now I am actually at the end of my work. I've done all the flowers, I sew all the leaves, so it looks quite similar as you can see on the picture or on written pattern. So thank you for staying with me to the end of this tutorial and see you next time. Have a good evening. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel.